Hey everyone, it's Hannah and welcome back to the Corner of Craft podcast. I hope that you're well. I'm trying to squeeze this in very quickly. I started doing my makeup whilst my baby was awake and then she got grizzly, so I was hoping to get my makeup completely done so by the time she was asleep I could just be like, quick, camera on, record a podcast. Didn't quite get the full face on, so ta-da, I'd have now. So it ate a bit into her nap time, but I've made a tea. And she's been having good morning naps lately, although I think teeth are coming. So who knows? Who knows? Anyway, hello. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am Hannah. I am a small business owner, full-time. This is my job. Well, not this, but I dye yarn, chromatic yarns, and I also make beaded stitch markers. They're a lot of fun to do, and I've just had a shop update and I've just shipped everything off, but there's still some bits in the shop if you're interested in looking, but if you're not, that's also absolutely fine. I make content here where this is a knitting and crochet podcast in which I talk about all the things I've been knitting and crocheting and making. That's basically it though. I don't show you the things I've been bead weaving because I don't bead weave for fun anymore. I bead weave only for work. And we have little postpartum hair growth. I am coming to you today from a very warm, very sunny Nottingham here in the UK, the land of Robin Hood. The tea that I am drinking, that I very briefly showed you that I've just made, therefore it is Scorchio, is Yorkshire tea biscuit brew. It's my go-to quick tea to make because it's a tea bag and I can just mush it around. If I want to do a leisurely tea, I do a bird and blend, but at the moment I've been doing quick teas. Quick teas, drink it while you can. I doubt this will be hot by the time I actually drink it. In fact, I probably won't even take a sip. So I do also have a water bottle because I go everywhere with a water bottle because breastfeeding. How have you been? March was intense. We had quite an intense March. We had East Anglia Yarn Festival and then I had a shop update. That's it basically. My first Mother's Day, I suppose. Here in the UK it was Mother's Day last weekend. And then just prepping for East Anglia Yarn Festival, I guess. Oh, and then Mario had a big market. Mario being my husband, he owns his own bakery, Batched Bakehouse. He does markets as opposed to having a shop front. But if you're around Nottingham and you want some delicious baked goods, I know I'm biased because he is my husband, but at the same time, they are delicious. Very glad I'm back to eating dairy so I can enjoy his creme brulee pie. Anyway, he had a really big market at the weekend. One of his bakers was on holiday, so he worked a lot last week, which meant I had the baby a lot last week, and it meant I didn't work a lot last week, but still managed to get everything done for the shop update, which is wild, and I actually can't believe that I managed to do that, so delightful. Anyway, I have some finished objects. Stop your waffling. I have some finished objects and I don't have that many whips, which is unusual. Should we do finished objects first? Yeah, let's do that. Let's move my jumper out the way. I've got 3 finished, well, technically 4. Let's do the oldest one that I've actually forgot to show you last time. This is the Ulster baby cardigan. This is a pattern by the Knit Pearl Girl. The yarn is from Poundland. It's Poundland yarn. It was called like Pink Rainbow or something. Last you saw it, this has been worn, hence the sleeves rolled up. Last you saw it, I needed to do the button band. This has food spilt down it. This has food spilt down it on a button. Oh well, it's fine. Apologies, babies. And yeah, so my mum came to visit and I said, Mum, please, can you do the button band for me? So she picked up the button band and sewed the buttons on and finished it off and then brought it back and I blocked it. Hi, Miso, you enjoying the sunshine? She is. She is. Kimchi's upstairs enjoying, that's my cat. Kimchi's upstairs enjoying the sunshine. Finding a sunny spot. Delightful. So yes, I've got these cute little rainbow buttons on it and I lined up the sleeves so they match. Delightful. Very, very pleased with that. And this is my third time making this cardigan, I think. I didn't do the Andalusian rib on it this time. I just knit it flat. And yeah, the baby has worn it. She's got food on the back of it as well. I think so. Something yellow. It's fine. It was £1 acrylic yarn. I'm not too heartbroken. It's a baby jumper. That's why I'm not trying not to use fancy yarn for baby jumpers, because they're just going to get covered in food. So that is I say that and then I'm going to show you some fancy baby jumpers. So yes, the Ulster cardigan by the Knit Pearl Girl, minus Andalusian rib. I just knit it in stocking stitch and I love it. I'm very much a dress my child in bright fun colours. We dopamine dress in this household. Yes, there's quite a lot of baby jumpers to show you. Next up, I had this on the needles. She wore this yesterday, so it's worn and not washed, but it's blocked. This is just a flax. That's the back. This is a flax light. It used to be called, is now called a flax sock by Tin Can Knits. Knit out of a Schöppel Zauberball Crazy in the colour Wolke 8. No, Wolke 7. 8? 8. Wolke 8. Wolke 8. And yeah. This one, the sleeves I did not match because I didn't want to wind off a bunch of yarn to make the sleeves match. This one flows quite seamlessly into the sleeve. This one does not. The only difference is I went up a needle size for the ribbing because I was worried it wouldn't fit over my baby's head. It does. She's worn this a medium amount actually. It's quite a thin yarn, but it makes it quite good for this time of year where in the UK we have some quite hot days, but it's windy, therefore chilly, like yesterday. Yesterday I went on a 2-hour walk while wearing her, almost 2 hours. I'm impressed that she actually let me wear her for that long. She did take a small nap in the middle, but it wasn't that long. I definitely caught the sun a little bit because I didn't put sun cream on. And yeah, my legs were so sore when I got home. But she had this jumper on and it like kept her warm but not hot. Whereas something like this, which is a bit thicker, she might have been too hot. So this is a 75-25% wool and nylon, either nylon or polyamide. I think it's actually nylon. It is a sock yarn. It's not the softest of sock yarns, but or it's not the softest of yarns, but I also don't think it's scratchy. My baby wasn't itching all day, so she must be able to tolerate it. But it's really, really pretty though, so no regrets. I knit the 6 to 12 month size, so I have to roll up the sleeves. My only qualm about this is I think what I need to do is knit the body a bit longer for my baby because she's got short arms and a longer body. So, and also babies all have, their arms are all shorter than, like proportionately, their arms are shorter than like adult arms. So the body should be longer than the arms anyway, but it's not, but that's okay. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's really, really good. It's perfect for beginners. And I've still got quite a lot of the yarn left, so delightful. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but nice. This is jumper number 2, finished object number 2. I told you we've got a lot of baby jumpers. A lot of baby jumpers. While we're talking about a flax light, I knit another one. Now this one has not been worn yet. This was what I was knitting at East Anglia Yarn Festival. I cast it on in the big stitch night and finished it actually not long after. I split for the sleeves on day 2, which was nice because I could just knit round and round and round and round. So yes, this is another flax sock. This is using Chromatic Yarns, my own hand-dyed yarn, merino sock base in the colourway Wish, which was the 2023 Christmas Day Advent colourway, but I've dyed it up since and I love it. Look how fun that is. I'll just hold it up like this. Oh, so fun, so fun, yeah. Yes, exactly the same as the last one. It's the 6 to 12 month size. I have blocked it. I went up a needle size for the top and Yeah, this yarn is a bit plumper than the Sherpa. So the Sherpa's a bit thinner. But I tried to block the body a bit longer, but I don't know how successful that was. I think the sleeves have blocked longer. Maybe they'll ride up with wear. Yeah, the sleeves are a bit longer. They might ride up with wear. But yes. I need to get her in it soon, otherwise it's not going to fit her. So she's a small baby. She's still solidly in 6 to 9 month clothing, even though she is almost 9 months. She was about 7.5, 7 months until she went into 6 to 9 month clothing. It's fine. We just got our money's worth out of the 3 to 6 month clothing, and now she's had a small growth spurt. But yes, lovely. I like this one. I like this one a lot. The sleeves are a bit lighter than the body, just because it's for like later on in the skein. But I'm also fine with that. I'm fine with that. Finally, I know, who am I? 4 finished objects. One of them is quite old. So 3 finished objects since I last spoke to you, because one of them was a finished object last time. This has a cat hair on it because the cats were sleeping on it while it was blocking. Your eyes do not deceive you. I knit one of these. Did I talk about it on a podcast? Was I podcasting at that time? Who knows? I knit one of these for my baby while I was pregnant, before I even knew that she was a she. And she just fits in it now. And delightful. I love her in this. So this yarn, oh, I actually do have the label for this one. I do actually have the label. Do I? Did I just shove it in here? I did. This was yarn from The Works. I don't know if they still have it. It's 98% super soft DK acrylic, 2% viscose. Viscose? Not viscous at all, viscose. It's Prima yarn, produced with the environment in mind. And it's spun from 98% recycled acrylic. This is in the colourway Speckled Multicolour. Prima DK. Oh, it's got a QR code on the back for a downloadable pattern. Delightful. But this is from The Works, and it's 280 meters per 100 grams, so it's like a thinnish DK. And this is the pattern is called, like the pattern file is called Bamse. I pronounce all Scandinavian words with a German accent because I know German, and I apologise. But it's by Petite Knit. Is it a teddy bear sweater? Maybe it's the one that's got a little teddy bear's face sewn on the front, but I have not sewn the teddy bear's face on the front because I figured the yarn is fun enough. I've knit quite a few of these, and I've never got gauge, and so whilst I've knit the 3 to 6 month size, this is huge. Like it's big. But one of my friends is expecting, and I don't know what flavour they're having. They don't know what flavour they're having. They like a surprise. Mario and I did not like a surprise. We wanted to know. So I have knit this because it's wonderfully gender neutral. But she's due to give birth very soon, so I need to wrap it up, pack it up and ship it to her. It's all blocked. It's very, very soft. It's very, very nice. The yarn washes well, and yeah. I need to knit another one of these. I think that is what I'm going to cast on next. I've decided I need to stop. The reason I like this one is there's short rows, which you might be able to tell. I'm not very good at short rows. Like, you can always see them when I knit things. You can always see where my short rows are. Do I pull too tightly or something? Can someone let me know? But I like that it has short rows. The flax does not. But this is designed to be a fingering weight 4-ply. I hate saying fingering weight. A 4-ply yarn held with some kind of lace weight fluff. So I just have used a DK and always have done. I don't know how I feel about dressing a baby in fluff. I've knit a baby jumper with fluff before and gifted it to a friend, and now I have a baby. I'm like, don't know if that was the smartest move to make. I think I knit her one of these using the 4-ply with fluff, but yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, maybe in much colder climates, or maybe in the winter when my baby is less of a potato, like maybe next year. No, because she'll be running around next year or next winter. She'll be running around and getting into all sorts of mess. Acrylic. It has its place, okay? It has its place. Also, it wasn't that pricey, but yes, I really, really like this yarn. I really, really like this project. I think I'm going to knit another one. I've decided I'm not going to knit my baby any more 6 to 12 month size stuff because we're heading into warmer weather. My mum knits so much for her. This is one of them that we wear quite a lot. My mum's much quicker at knitting than I am because she is retired. Oh, I say because she is retired. She actually does more than I do. So I'm not quite sure where she finds all her knitting time. But my mum is quite the prolific knitter. I don't know what pattern that is. I don't know. I don't know why I show these things. Because it's like the multicoloured, the green and purple jumper that I wear with the cable down the front. Every time I wear it, I get people telling me how nice it is and asking me what the pattern is. And I don't know, because the pattern, it's 2 patterns combined. Because there's a base pattern that she used, and then she found a cable from a different pattern and put that on. I don't know what pattern it is, and a lot of the patterns that she gets are either the like ones that the yarn brands come out with, or knitting magazines, or what have you. So I don't even know if they're available online on Ravelry or whatever. They might be now, who knows. But yeah, that's why I like this cardigan. I wear this cardigan all the time. I need to knit myself another raglan cardigan, I think, just because I wear this so much. And I don't know what the pattern is, because Mum knit it for herself many moons ago and then put it in my wardrobe, and I didn't wear it for ages. And then I went back home at some point and was like, oh, what's this? And I haven't really taken it off since. So yeah, I think I'm going to make myself another Bamsa teddy bear sweater. Holding 4-ply double. I'm going to stop knitting 6 to 12 month size and start knitting 12 to 24, 1 to 2 years size, which is scary to think about. My little bee charm on my bag's getting all tangled up. Goodness me. And just use some leftovers. I think I'm going to do a little stripy jumper for her. We've got a few options. So this is Magician's Book. I knit a newborn vertebrae out of it, never blocked it, never sewed the ends in, never put it on my baby. This is through the Wardrobe Yarn Co. In all fairness, I did have her at the beginning of July. So that might be why I didn't put her in it, because then it went a bit warm. This is Eeyore from Giddy Yarn. I knit a Nightshade Society sweater out of this, held together with some suri. So these. This, I can't remember what it is, but I bought it from a yarn festival that I went to in Germany. Volträumer? For Aschaffenburg? I definitely vlogged it. Aschaffenburger Volträumer? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but I probably say in that video what yarn this is, but I can't remember. I have used this in a stripy jumper for something else. I bought it to make something else and pair it with a different yarn, and then I never did it, and then I ended up knitting a stripy jumper for one of my friends' children in it. A bit luxurious. I think it's 100% merino. And then two options. One, use the rest of Wish. I centre pull, so it just means that my yarn is all chaos. Use the rest of Wish, which is this. Use the rest of this with this and this. Then we've got merino vibes. Or this is a skein of, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Astro Menagerie, I'm pretty sure. This is on my sturdy sock base though. It feels like it might have been a second. We think it was a bit too pink, but I forgot how good that colourway was. But yeah, maybe that is a bit better and just do stripes. Thoughts? Thoughts? I've weighed it. It's about 200 grams here. So I could just do stripy and could be fun. Could be fun knitting stripes. I think it would be fun. This is how much yarn I had left over from the 100 gram ball of the Prima. This is how much I had left over from the 100 gram of, and this isn't centerable, it comes wound. Ooh. Someone at the door. I return. They were trying to ask if I wanted anything over my windows or doors doing. No, it's not in the budget. I've got a baby. A baby who smacks her head on my face and breaks my glasses, so I have to get new glasses. And these are my first time wearing the new glasses, and they don't quite fit the same behind the ear, and it's all just, they all feel a bit odd. Anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. Cool. Seemed like a nice lad though. Yeah, stripy jumper. I think I'm probably not going to use Wish, and I think I'm just going to use these. I'm going to stripe it up and it's going to be fun. Thoughts? Thoughts. I would like to know your thoughts. I'd also like to know what you're working on, what projects you're working on. Also, something else that I've forgotten to say, hopefully I've put it on the screen. Podcast notes. I write down podcast notes. They're on my website. Link is in the description box below if you want any more information about any of the things that I'm talking about. Also, I'm trying really, really hard to be up to date on my Ravelry project pages. I'm trying. I need to put these ones on because I have not done that yet. Anyway, Mario's sock. I haven't really touched it. I'm doing the toe decreases. I can't remember where I was. Have I dropped some stitches? Oh, I surely have. I surely have. Goodness me. Goodness me. Well, I've dropped a bunch of stitches, which I will fix at some point. I'm doing toe decreases, and I haven't touched it that much. I've got a little hot cross bun stitch marker on it. Delightful. Please excuse my nails. I need to start painting them again so I stop biting them. This is torn. Head over heels Stylecraft Walking in Nature in the colourway Strut. So yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, I just need to get a wriggle on with those. We might be going out on Monday, so I could theoretically get these to a point where I can knit the other sock in the car. Who knows? Oh, exciting new purchase. I did vlog this day, but I don't know when I'm going to post it. Anyway, we went to IKEA. I bought myself a basket to keep my knitting and crochet projects in, so they're not just strewn about the house like the ones I'm currently working on. It's the Flordis. I can't speak Swedish. Apologies, but it's just a basket, and it wasn't super expensive, and they look like this. They look like this if you're looking for them. You're like, where are they? They look like this when they're stacked, and then you can pull the bit out, and then so I just keep it just tucked down here with all my projects in, because it keeps babies out, because she's not crawling yet. I don't know if she ever will, in all fairness, but she's not crawling. But you know what she's very good at? Getting where she needs to go. She can roll, she can pivot, she can move, which is I think why she's not crawling, because she's like, I don't need to, I can get where I need to go. Right, final project I have been working on. I'm going to get my brioche shawl out after this podcast, because I saw that Franny Do Makes and Giddy Yarns are starting their spring shawl along again, and that is when I started that shawl last year. So I don't think I can enter it, but I would like to finish it before the end of the knit along this year. The rows are just getting a bit long. So this is my little squares blanket, and I haven't worked on this a lot, but I got it out on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. I got it out on Sunday and really got into making it whilst watching Moana 2. And also I realised how annoying it is for me to watch things while crocheting, because I need to look at what I'm crocheting. I can't crochet without looking at what I'm doing, which is annoying because I've been crocheting for a really long time. I feel like this is a skill I should have developed, because I can knit without looking. So knitting and watching film, absolutely fine. Crocheting and watching film, a bit more annoying. This is using my 2023 Lofty Loops Advent. I'm a little bit scared that I'm going to run out of yarn. I don't think I am. I think I'm going to be fine. I think I am just paranoid. So last I showed you, I was here, and so I've added just a few more squares, and like I say, I only worked on this since Sunday. Today is Wednesday. I didn't do any yesterday, so I only worked on this Sunday and Monday. But yes, I'm really enjoying it. It flies by once I get going with it. I cast this on during the 2024 Olympics. Yeah, it was sort of one of the first things that I worked on after having a baby, and therefore it's always going to have a very special place in my heart. The first 24 colours were the order of the Advent. Now I'm got the, itchy nose. Now I've got the headache of a task of laying it out and making sure, I've still got all my ends to weave in. Laying it out and making sure that the colours go and aren't the same. So it's not quite as relaxing as it was, because I have to lay it out and be like, this is too similar to this, this is too similar to that. But I've picked out the rest of the row, took a picture, so that should be better. And then, yeah, this is what it looks like so far, in case you've not watched previous podcasts. I've got a lot of ends to weave in. A lot of them are woven in, I've just got to cut them off, but I also have a lot of ends to weave in. Maybe I'll sit and do that this evening. Yeah, exciting times. Floop, floop, floop. And yes, so I just need to knit a few more colour stripes. The contrast I'm using is just an undyed skein, blah blah blah, of merino sock, and it's a double knit pattern, so I'm holding the minis double, pulling from the centre and from the outside for each one, because I think that makes the most sense. I'm trying to do it so I sort of have a somewhat even split of all the ones I'm using, because I can feel the ones that I've only used, like I've only used this colour once, whereas this one I've used twice, and I can feel the difference. So I'm trying to make sure that I like use them all once, use them all twice, you know what I mean. So I'm hoping I have enough. If not, there's going to be a sudden colour shift at some point. Or it will just be a shorter blanket. But yeah, really enjoying this, loving it. I just need to get a wriggle on. And the other good thing about this is that often when you're working on a blanket, it then gets really, really big and really, really heavy, and then you end up wearing a blanket while you're working on a blanket, and it's just a bit like, phew, warm in the summer. Whereas this one, because you're working it in strips, it's not as bad, and you can just take a little strip and the minis that you need out with you, and it's not like a big cumbersome, yes, blanket taking up all your space. You've just got your little bit. I can fit it in a sock bag quite easily, at least in the beginning. So yes, that's all the stuff that I'm actively working on at the moment. Field Day Cardigan is on indefinite hiatus. I need to get out my Fernvé shawl. It's brioche. The rows are long now. That's why I've been dragging my feet with it. But I really want the finished object. So I'm going to pick up my feet and get a wriggle on with it. Maybe I'll take that in the car with me. No, but a sock's nice, because then I'm not looking down too much, because sometimes I can get a bit travel sick. We're not going far. Anyway, other than that, East Anglia Yarn Festival was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I had an amazing time. It was hugely successful for me, which is always a bonus. It is the only yarn show that I'm doing this year. It has really given me a kick up the backside for my business and really, look at these bits. It's really spurred me on, and I loved it. I loved it. Selena came over through the Wardrobe Yarn Co. I talked about her yarn earlier, from Norway, and so it was wonderful to see her, and I hung out with her on the Tuesday after the yarn show. She came to Nottingham. I went into Nottingham and we hung out for hours and chatted, and it was really, really good to chat in person as opposed to sending each other essentially podcast length voice notes to one another, and it was really, really good. Other than that, oh, Mario's birthday. He had a good birthday. I'm pretty sure I podcast after his birthday last time. Can't remember. March feels like a really long month. Really long month. But a lot happened, and now we're in April, and before we know it, it's going to be July, and I'm going to be celebrating my baby's first birthday, and I am going to be an absolute mess. The first 6 months of her life, I think I fully existed in a bit of a fog. I think I had postpartum anxiety and was just like in denial about it. I went to the doctors about it around Christmas time and have had therapy for it and stuff, and therefore I feel much better now. Also, the sun is out, I'm back to work, and I'm starting to feel a bit more like myself again. I'm out of that newborn bubble and actually starting to feel human again, which I was, no, not even human, like myself, and I was really, really worried that I wouldn't come back. But it has, which is very reassuring, and I'm feeling much better for it. So if you are struggling postpartumly, please do seek out help, because it's definitely worth it. There's no point suffering in silence. Yes, other than that, business stuff. Advents are coming. I'm going to do a video talking about Advents. I've been sharing a few sneak peeks. I'm going to scoot over here so I can put them on the screen. Mario's jumper. I've been sharing a few sneak peeks of what the theme is going to be, what the kind of colours it's going to be, but I will be doing a full breakdown of what it is, what you're getting-ish. And yeah, I finalised the extras. One of the extras is coming next week. I was like, oh my goodness, this is very organised. I hadn't expected it to come so soon. When I paid the invoice, I was like, I need it by end of September. And they were like, cool, it's coming next week. Oh my God. I try to buy extras from small businesses as much as I can. So I'm doing fewer extras than last year, but more expensive extras. So price-wise, it works out the same. I also have a new yarn collection that will be coming in a couple of weeks' time. I haven't set a date yet, I'm really sorry, but I need to dye up some of the yarn again because it's sold at East Anglia Yarn Festival, so thank you so much. But I need to dye up some of the yarn again so I can take pictures of it and release it. It will be a very quick turnaround. It's going to be a very small pre-order. It's an afternoon tea collection, very fun, springy colours. I've had a lot of fun working on it. If you're in the Biscuit Brew crew or Chai Latte crew on Patreon, you would have already seen some of them. Or if you came to East Anglia Yarn Festival, or you watched the vlog, in all fairness, you also would have seen some of them. Or you would have seen all of them. And yeah, it's going to be a very quick turnaround. I don't want to sell millions of skeins. It's my first collection launch since coming back to work, and I don't want to be snowed under. Not that I think that I will be. I've never had a collection that sold thousands of skeins, but just on the off chance you decide, oh, pastels from Chromatic Yarns, yes please, and decide that you want to buy thousands of skeins. I will not be selling thousands of skeins. Also, I did open up 20 more spots on the Chai Latte tier on the 1st of April. They have all sold. So thank you so, so much. I'm blown away that they all sold. I genuinely didn't think they would at all. So thank you so much. So I will be dyeing up April's minis next week. Hopefully next week. So I think I just need to do a couple of yarn orders. And after the shop update and East Anglia Yarn Festival, I can afford to do a few yarn orders. So as in because I buy my yarn from a couple of different places. Anyway, I think that's everything. If you'd like to keep up to date on anything that I'm doing or anything like that, please feel free to follow me on social media. Links can all be found in the description box below, along with anything else that I think you might need. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more from me, it would be lovely if you would subscribe. I am on the journey to 100k subscribers. I usually don't like putting things like this out there because I feel embarrassed if I don't hit them. But, you know, if you don't put it out there, who's going to know? So if you'd like to subscribe, that would be delightful. And we'll do a massive giveaway if I do get to 100k. Genuinely can't believe that is even in the realm of possibility. And yeah, I post a new video here every single week. I've been really consistent with it. And if you'd like more content from me, please feel free to join me over in the Biscuit Brew crew or the Chai Latte crew if there is happen to be space. But in the Biscuit Brew crew, you get, and Chai Latte, you get an extra video every single week over on Patreon, usually on a Monday. Or sometimes it's a little bit later than a Monday, depending on editing time. And yeah, with all that being said, leave me a comment down below. What emoji shall we do? Is there a magic wand for wish? Is there a magic wand emoji for wish? Something magical. Please leave me a magical emoji for the wish. Yeah, leave me a magical emoji down below. Your favorite one that gives like magic vibes. Also would fit the Advent theme. That also fits the Advent theme. Just saying. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being amazing. You look fantastic, and I will see you very soon in my next video, whenever that shall be. Next week, probably.